So I am feeling all the feels as I share with you the news that I just recently turned in a book proposal to my publisher. And this book will be a complimentary book, not necessarily a follow-up, but a complimentary book to my first book, Feng Shui Mommy. And so this next book, it will be along the lines of, 101 answers to the pregnancy, childbirth, and early motherhood questions women are too ashamed or scared to ask. So we're getting into the really taboo, really juicy questions that women, for the most part, just ask that friend that like never judges, which is kind of like a rare friend, right? It's a friend that we're like, oh my God, I had like the weirdest, freakiest pregnant sex dream last night. And they don't go like, oh, wow, okay. They're the friend that's like, oh my God, I had those too. Let me tell you about them. They're the friend that doesn't judge when you're like, did you get like really weird smells under your arms and in your vagina during pregnancy? The one that tells you about pooping on the table during childbirth. The one that talks about maybe not liking their first child as much as they like their second. I mean, the friend that is super open and willing to talk about anything. That is what this book is going to be. It will be your friend that lists all those questions, even a lot of questions we didn't even know that we had, and gives you information that is science-based. I'm running all the questions by an actual doctor, by a psychologist to make sure that you're getting really accurate information, but we're also going to make sure that it's really fun and again, feels like you're talking to a really trusted, awesome girlfriend. So I hope that this book is just an added layer of support for women as they navigate this really wild time that does bring up all sorts of stuff. And another purpose of this book is to make a lot of these questions and topics less taboo, so women feel safe to bring them up and talk to their care provider or their partner about it. There were so many questions that I had that I was too embarrassed to ask my doctor about. Like they're the person that I should have been asking everything. And I barely asked anything. So I was too embarrassed, which is ridiculous. We shouldn't be embarrassed to be open about our experience and to ask the questions and to get loving, factual information. So with all that said, send out good energy that we get the green light on the book. And I also need your help because I want to hear about the taboo, embarrassing, juicy questions and circumstances that you have now or that you had about pregnancy, childbirth, and early motherhood. So you can either leave them in the comments below, or if you're too embarrassed to ask them in the comments, I get it. Go ahead and email me at the address listed in the descriptions below. I cannot wait to hear about your questions.